It's Wednesday night, we've had the Fed. There was a pause, and now Fed Chairman Powell says July will be a live meeting, which means they decide in July what they're going to do, and that rate cuts are a couple of years out. This was very hawkish signalling for a Fed who did nothing. He said the market shouldn't refer to it as a skip, just that, they've punted this month or paused, or they haven't paused hiking, they just didn't hike this month. And he warned that more increases are appropriate. He said that at this meeting, considering how fast and how high we have moved, we judged a pause was appropriate. I wouldn't call it a skip. It's the idea of trying to get it right. And it's true, they have hiked, 10 meetings in a row. So that was actually still very hawkish. It certainly doesn't say there's going to be a pivot yet. Markets in terms of stock indexes are still squeezing higher, and Bitcoin got sold. So let's talk about Bitcoin and what a bottom would be. Now, for quite a long time, for a number of reasons, we've been waiting for the 25,000 level. This is Bitcoin spot. The 25,000 level was our neckline, wasn't it, from this inverted head and shoulders pattern or bottoming pattern. It was the 38.2 fib all the way from these lows, and we had a really impressive bounce, from the 236 fib. And it's a lovely big round number that everyone's been talking about. So here we are, and everyone's really bearish, like, oh my God, why is, Bitcoin falling? It has fallen quite hard. But we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. Potentially. And this wave 4 is quite a long one, but if you look at it in the futures, it's not a long one because the futures were closed for the weekend. A lot of this was weekend trading. And so potentially we would have 3 waves up here, and 3 waves up would be, back to this swing high. 38.2 fibs though are messy, and short term, I can't actually count 5 waves. This looks more like 1, 2, 3 sideways, and it does look like there's room for one more. In terms of, have we got any moving averages for support here? No, we haven't reached the daily 200 yet. And on the weekly index, we haven't got any moving averages either. So we've got a good support and resistance level, a good round number, a good fib level, but no moving average support. Now, one of the things, we keep going, oh, is this the bottom? Is this the bottom? What do we need to look for? One of the key things that I've noticed in this downtrend is, 50, when we get a bearish candle, be it bullish or bearish, with a long body, 50% back has been the reversal, right? So here, first swing lower, we couldn't get more than 50% back. Next big drop, couldn't close more than 50% up of this red candle. And so here, if we wait till we close, we measure the open close. I can't quite do it yet because we haven't closed yet. Got another 40 minutes. But 50% of this, let's look at what that price would be. That's where I would be looking. The first sign of a bullish reversal for a bigger bounce for me would be a close above 25,500. That would also be a back test, wouldn't it, of this, like this. So that's our first level. And if we get above that, because remember, we're still in a downtrend, we're still in a short-term downtrend, we're still in a correction from the high that we made in April. So even if we get more than 50% up on this candle, our next target is even just going to be this swing high, which would be 26,400 and the daily 20 moving average. So 25,500 now, unless we get above that. Now, if you're going to be a conservative trend trader, at this point, we could bleed all the way down to the 50% retrace and the 200-day moving average, couldn't we? So at this point, you're not really going to buy levels hoping that that's going to be the level that holds. At this point, we really want to see something that says bullish reversal. So a close above that 50% level, a short-term flip of the moving averages, which, let's face it, this is a 15-minute. We've really, every time we've had one, like here, we only got to the ABC level and we continued down again. It's been very frustrating for short-term traders. So for me, I'm not just going to buy it because it's 25,000 and a big fib level. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see if we can get above this midpoint, and then I'm going to buy some and see if we can get above these highs and go level to level like that. As you know, I've got two theories about this move we had this year. The bearish one, of course, is this is just a big three-wave move. My more bullish theory is that this was a wave 1, this is a wave 2, and we're in wave 1 of 3. And the thing about wave 1 of 3 is it doesn't matter what happens here, it's not relative. This is a new swing, if you like. And, you know, 50, 61.8 is a very common retrace of wave 1. Wave 1s could retrace all the way to 886, so I'm not going to freak out like that. Now, if in fact we are looking at this with the more bullish way of counting it, that this was a wave 1 that we're retracing, if we continue, or if we get stuck underneath this 25,000 level, next support is at 23,947, and that's also likely where we say hi to the daily 200 moving average, which of course was really good support before. So no need to panic here, but we kind of need some really good signals if we're going to start building a long position in Bitcoin. We're not quite with the bullish signals that we need to see yet, and that's what I'm looking for. Okay, I hope that was useful. We will update again.